My name's Evan Erdberg. I'm the CEO of Proximity Learning. We're a district HR backup plan. We're really trying to leverage technology to help districts solve the teacher shortage by connecting them with the teachers that want to teach, but might be willing to move to where they are, or where the district is, and do it virtually. So how we teach, it's all online, it's all virtual. The students actually see the teacher sees the students, and it's done during the school day. So instead of having a long-term sub, which I'm sure everyone here has had a sub before, and how much education has happened when that occurs? Yeah, we all laugh because we know nothing happens. Because the single most important thing in that classroom is the teacher. And that's what many of our students aren't getting. But we do have the I generation. And what are those students doing in the I generation? They're learning online through their phones, through their devices. If you take a look at where we are in this country, this year we had over 50,000 teacher vacancies across the country. So those are classrooms that were not filled all year long. Those kids had a sub. This year coming up, it's forecasted to be over 75,000 vacancies. Next year, over 100,000. Why? You got the majority of teachers are your baby boomers. They're all 50 years old or older. They have their pensions. They're ready to retire. You then have your schools of ed that are retiring 35% less teachers because nobody wants to go into teaching anymore. So we're kind of in a perfect storm. The nice thing is there are teachers out there, but they're not in the location of the districts that need them. Like in New Jersey and New York, there's a surplus of teachers, but they're not moving to Alabama and Mississippi or Odessa, Texas to teach. They'd rather stay at home or work at Walmart or not teach and wait for a position to open up. So we give them the ability to really connect with the students. We do 4 things with school districts. We do the maternity leave, a short term. We do long term, such as hard to fill. Like in one district, they get 3,000 resumes for 600 vacancies. But if they try to put any of those people they hire into one of the 10 schools that no one wants to work in, no one takes the position. So those schools do not get teachers, even though there is a surplus of teachers there. That means those kids that need it the most aren't getting the teachers. So we provide it to them virtually. We also do mentoring of new teachers to keep them in teaching, and we do tutoring with certified actual teachers. Who are the teachers that we actually have? We have several hundred of them on staff. Most of them are moms home on maternity leave. Now, my mom was a teacher. When she had my sister and I, she left teaching for 4 years. After the second year, she was like, I could have taught for 3 or 4 years, 4 hours a day. It's the same thing. So we have a large group of moms home on maternity leave that are our teachers. Recent retirees that don't want to work a full day anymore, as well as military families that are moving all around the country to follow the career. And people who just love to travel, which are the millennials. The millennials don't want to stay in one place for too long, and they want an exciting job. Reason why they're not going into teaching. We give them the ability to travel and live wherever they want and just teach for us. The I generation is the students that we now have in school. They're used to this. The problem is the people running the school district. They're the ones that believe a teacher needs to be in front of the student, talking to them in order for someone to learn. So it's a wall that we're trying to break through district by district. Our growth, we started about 8 years ago. 2013 and 14 is really when we started to take on. We had about 15 teachers under management when we in 2013 and 14. 2014-15, about 35 teachers. Last year we had over 75 teachers under management. This year we have over 120. We actually have about 150 teachers right now that are employed by us and working in school districts around the country. We're in about 18 states. When it looks like students that we serve, again, 13-14 we served about 1,500 students, went up to about 2,000 in 14-15. If you look now, 2016-17, we have over 16,000 students that we are instructing every single day. And this is algebra, this is math, this is physics, this is AP Stat, this is Latin, Spanish, Chinese, you name it. We're actually doing K-12 virtual instruction live in classes when the kids come into the classroom. Again, number of classes, up to over 600 individual types of classes from K to 12, and you can just see our growth. We really started to spike about 3 years ago. That's when the teacher shortage really started hitting districts, and it's now just getting worse. Sure, if you read the news, every other day there's an article about teacher shortage. It's not getting any better. So there needs to be a way, and we hope to be that way to figure it out. We also are building our own curriculum. Before we used to just use curriculum that the district had, it really reduced implementation time because we'd have to adopt their curriculum, develop their curriculum online, and then serve it. So we've actually been paying our teachers to develop our own curriculum so that we could implement a lot quicker. Especially when it comes to daily subs or maternity leave, we could actually implement with our curriculum to complement the curriculum that the district has. This also allows us to be more valuable because we can now compete with the Edgenuities and K-12s and Odyssey Learnings because we have that curriculum now that a district could buy just from us, of which we charge a whole lot less, and we get to use it. We are accredited. We're Advanced Ed accredited. We're NCAA accredited. So we can actually offer our own degree programs, which is actually where I'm pushing us to next year, is to actually open up our own online charters because we have the accreditations and now the curriculum and the teachers. And I want the online charters to be live instruction only. Unlike the K-12 model, where it's more asynchronous, where all of our students will actually join live class sessions from home. Where are we around the country? We're a Texas company, so I'm from Austin. So if any of you go to South by Southwest, I'll see you there in March. When about 15, about 3 years ago, we were 83% in Texas. So we had 40 ISDs like San Antonio, Garland, Irving. We were a Texas company, so it made sense. But it started to change. So last year, it was 66% Texas, 34% outside of Texas. This year is a dramatic change, where we actually have 30% in Texas and 70% outside of Texas. And our revenue has basically doubled every year. What's next? Probably in October, we're going to be looking for either a full purchase, because we're at that point where we have the EBITDA we need, or a new investment. So thank you, everybody. That's pretty much the end.